Truce on paper, war wages on ground. Israel says Iran violated the truce, ceasefire and fired missiles. Iran warplanes hit Iranian missile launches. Missiles launched from Iran. Israel has hit back and also has said that this is the country which is violating the ceasefire as announced. Israel says destroyed the Iran missile launches. Moments into ceasefire, Gulf truce has been reached. All right, so these are details that we have with us. So Israel also making that declaration that essentially there was a truce, but it was violated by Iran. Remember, Donald Trump had announced on Truth Social that truce or ceasefire has been brokered. The use of B-2 bombers really helped the situation. He also spoke about the fact that it's been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire, and which he said that there would be no one, in fact, taking any step towards any misadventure, is what he had indicated. During the ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful. However, truce clearly was on paper. Shivani Sharma continues to be with us, joining us from Israel at this point in time. Essentially, this is what has been seen over the last few days or so. One would expect there would be an end to the 12-day war, but clearly that wasn't to happen, isn't it, Shivani?
Sneha, this is the 12th day, and the kind of aggressive attacks that Israel has seen in last 3 days was unprecedented. Never ever in the last 2.5 years of this conflict that started in 2023, Israel has seen such kind of a devastating effect of these missiles inside Israel. And now, when the ceasefire has been announced, especially by America, Israel is still assessing the situation on ground because people were told to be in protected zones. The danger is yet not over because of the kind of attacks that Israel has seen just few hours back from now, where 3 people have been killed in Beersheba. There are casualties, and now when President Donald Trump has once again put out that message. With a lot of emphasis that nobody will violate this ceasefire. We have to wait for an official confirmation that comes in from Israel also on this statement from United States President Donald Trump, and also from Iran, most importantly, that what is going to be Iran's attitude, what is going to be the next action, because when it violated the ceasefire in the morning, there were strong signals that were coming in from Iran that it is not ready to end this conflict. Everybody in Israel is challenged with this kind of a situation. Everybody's life is impacted, and most importantly, lives are being lost, infrastructure loss happening. But yet these people said that they are standing with their government's decision, with the prime minister's decision, because this is for their future. So now how the things have turned since the events have turned since morning, this is more important to understand and to remain cautious for the people of Israel, that what the coming hours may bring to them.
I also want to ask you, Shivani, regarding the role of Qatar, which has also, in fact, played a significant role in mediation. Give us a sense of that as well, and what really happened.
Qatar has been claiming. First, there were 2 important developments that happened in Qatar. Sneha, we have to understand, yesterday evening, there were attacks inside Qatar on the US bases. Around 6 missile salvos came from Iran, which were intercepted in Qatar. Qatar has never seen this kind of a disturbance inside its territory, and this happened. So Qatar not only tried to protect everybody around that place with the interception systems, the air defense systems of Qatar, and also now it has come to light that Qatar says that it was the one that mediated this peace talk between United States and Iran. Most importantly, it was the one that brought the officials or the authorities from Iran in touch for this negotiation of a peace talk, which it is calling. And it was the one that helped and called for peace also, connecting both the sides. So this is how Qatar has been saying and claiming that it has played this role. But the ceasefire has already been announced. The ceasefire announcement was violated within few hours by Iran, Sneha. So all the time I'm stressing on the fact that Israel is facing this kind of alert is because I witnessed this since morning, because people in Israel, they woke up with these alarms, not only alarms on their clocks, but the sirens that were alerted by the IDF and the Home Front Command. And these alarms were very unusual, because the other days one alarm in few hours comes, but this time in 2 hours there were more than 6 alarms, and they continued for a long period of time. That indicates that the message that Iran wants to give to Israel and to United States is that it is on its own terms and conditions. If it approves and if it agrees to this ceasefire, it will be doing it on its own terms and conditions, and not on the terms and conditions of United States. So probably that kind of messaging that it wants to give before it finally decides to stop this attack on Israel. And very important is also to be watchful of what Israel will decide, what Prime Minister Netanyahu will decide, especially after the attacks that have been done today by Iran over Israel.
Well, that's why it remains to be seen what happens further, given the uncertain situation, isn't it?